Historical and comparative linguistics. This is a branch of historical linguistics that is concerned with comparing languages to establish their historical relatedness. 19th century was the era of this type of linguistics. Even when it started, its work was considered sporadic, since the researches were continuous, and it wasn't until 18,000 that the continuous investigation of different scholars began. It all began with Dante. He published a book called First Grammarian and recognized three families of languages in Europe: Germanic, Latin, and Greek. He chose a single word meaning and noted its expression in different languages. The next one was J.J. Scaliger. He put Hebrew as the first language spoken on earth, spoken by Adam as the gift of God. He created a historical relation between Greek and Latin, whereby Latin was thought to be directly descended from a dialect of Greek and alien admixtures. He recognized 11 language families in Europe. He designated the name of Muttersprachen or mother tongues to the primary languages Latin. The four major families correspond to Romance, Greek, Germanic, and Slavic group within Indo-European. Another one was Leibniz. He turned his attention into the course of his better known as synchronic linguistic questions. He did not seek the origin of any living language. He firmly placed Hebrew and the Arabic family. From this, he was the opposite to Scaliger. He also pressed from the publication of dictionaries of different languages of the world. The era of German scholars began with the brothers Schlegel, Bopp, and Pott. Friedrich Schlegel was the first to use the term comparative grammar. We can see the importance of his work since it is the first of the sound laws. Sanskrit was now considered as the nearest language to the original one. Wilhelm von Humboldt investigated about synchronic and diachronic. His theory lays in everyone's creativity of use of language, and it can be changed and adapted as circumstances require. Humboldt in der Sprachform is the semantic and grammatical structure of a language being independent and inseparable. Schlegel, one of the most important figures in linguistics, his theory was based on the phonology and morphology of the Indo-Germanic parent language. He worked on the conception of family of languages, setting the relationships between languages and genealogical tree model. J. Schmidt recognized that certain sets of features were uniquely but differently shared by different groups of languages. He supplemented Schlegel's linguistic changes, including sounds with the contact between languages and dialects. Inspired by Darwinian ideas, he regarded language as one of the natural organisms of the world, and he regarded three current language types: oscillating, agglutinating, and flexional. They were just some of the authors that based their works to see changes and compare languages we all know nowadays.
Created using Powtoon.